Well, let's just take you up to Berkhamsted in Hertfordshire. Ed Davey, the Lib Dem leader, just got out of that enormous yellow tractor that you can see behind him as he drove up the street there, given quite a warm reception there. He is launching the Liberal Democrats' local council election campaign today. Lots and lots of Lib Dem supporters there with him. I think we can show you that arrival moment. And he is speaking, so let's listen in.
And I brought my tractor along. You know, we're going to need some heavy machinery to clear up the mess of the Conservatives. And wherever I go in this campaign, I've been going up and down the country. I've been going to villages, towns and cities. And wherever I go, I see the incredible natural beauty of our country, and I see the decency and strength of the British people. And even in these incredibly difficult times, the toughest of times, people are working hard, they're raising their families, they're playing by the rules. But they're finding it harder and harder just to make ends meet. And you know, they are struggling, and the cost of living is really hitting them hard. And what they need more than ever is a fair deal. Yeah. But the Conservative government is letting people down badly. Yeah. They're taking people for granted. Yeah. And when you look at people's energy bills going through the roof, their food bills, the housing costs, millions of families and pensioners are struggling like never before. But the Conservatives have made this cost of living crisis even worse with their total chaos. They crashed the economy, adding hundreds of pounds to people's monthly mortgage payments. And they've compounded that with unfair tax rises and cuts to essential public services, paying for the damage that they caused in the first place. And then when it comes to the NHS, letting the NHS crisis spiral out of control, breaking their promises to build new hospitals, failing to recruit the 6,000 doctors they promised at the last election. And people are suffering because of that, waiting hours for the ambulance, waiting months for cancer treatment. And then when you look at the environment, the Conservatives are letting people down there too, allowing the water companies to pump their filthy sewage into our rivers and failing to meet the promise they made on policing. Communities across our country are feeling hemmed in by criminals. They feel that the antisocial behaviour they're suffering, the burglars, is just unacceptable. Let the Conservatives are allowing too many criminals to get away with it. All this must change. But the Conservative government are out of touch. They're out of ideas, and they are out of excuses. Yeah. And on the 1st of May, let's all send a message to these Conservatives. It's time that they were out of government too. And that's why so many people across the country are turning to the Liberal Democrats. They know that the Liberal Democrats work hard for their communities, hear their concerns, never take them for granted. And in this part of the world, we've been having some success on the basis of that hard work. Let's remember that historic by-election just across the county in Buckinghamshire, in Cheshire and Amersham, where Sarah Green beat the Conservatives. And let's look at Watford, where our amazing Peter Taylor got re-elected as the mayor of Watford. and how not only did we win St Albans Council, we won it again, and that time with 50 councillors out of 54. Amazing! And it's not just here in Hertfordshire where our campaigns are winning, and we're going to win even more this May. It's across the country too. From Stockport to Surrey, from Eastbourne to Esher, from Horsham to Hull. Liberal Democrat campaigns are going from strength to strength. And when we're knocking on those doors, we're finding that lifelong Conservatives are saying they've had enough. They're never going to vote Conservative again, and they're switching to the Liberal Democrats. People who usually vote Labour are feeling often let down by their local Labour councillor and their local Labour councils, and they're switching to the Liberal Democrats. And let's remember that it was the local elections last May when it was the Liberal Democrats who made more gains than any other party across the country. So as we look to the elections this coming May, I believe Liberal Democrats are also going to make many, many more gains. And, you know, that success, I think, is so important. And let's just remember why it's so important. We're finding that people want those Liberal Democrat champions in their local area fighting their community, strong Liberal Democrat local champions. They want strong Liberal Democrat councils to deliver a fair deal. And if we make these gains, we will have a strong base for getting more Liberal Democrats elected to Parliament at the next general election. Yay! So let's go out there, let's campaign, and let's win. Thank you very much. Everybody. Thank you so much for coming. And what are we going to do now?